Yo, it's Loomis Brinks. I'm here with the Southern Flow podcast. You already know we about to build up, so it's time to listen up. Let's go.
What's good? It's Trey B. Back with the Southern Flow. What we got cooking up today, man? You know what I'm saying? We back with another episode.
We back, man. I'm excited. Man. Every time we come in, we build. We already know it's finna be live. You know, big shouts out to the production team for
sure.
You know, getting us back on game. You know,
yes, sir.
So we here, man. We're gonna get straight to it. First, let me give a big shout out to Nate Patterson. We always talk about Nate. Big shouts out to Nate, man, because they do a lot of work in the community. He's doing a lot of work just as far as attempting to reach these young men, touch their mind, enhance their mind. It ain't necessarily changing your mind, it's enhancing it to think.
Putting something on your brain.
You feel me? Like he really he trying to feed the soul. And you know, just big shouts out to Nate. What makes me think about Nate is the incident that just happened. It's actually been a couple of incidents, but this is just one that stood out. Young guy got killed, 22. They saying another young guy sprayed him up, you know, so he in the car just laid out, you know what I'm saying? Condolences to the family for the loss. Condolences to the shooter for the loss, man.
For the shooter family, because you got two families that's taking a loss. Ain't nobody winning in that situation
at all, bro. And it's like what is the stopping point? You know what I'm saying? I know that's easier said. It's easier said than done. And I think we've posed this question a couple times, but it's like, what is the stopping point for the violence? At least the killing. Because for me, I feel like it never results into you having to kill somebody. I mean, if it's a situation so dire and you got to get at him. Put them hands on him, box him out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If anything, put some money on it. And y'all go have a real regulated boxing match. And you take him out. Win and get the money. You know, if it's that serious. You know what I'm saying? Put the money on it. Because not everybody broke. So that's just something that's tough to me, man. And something that we talked about earlier, you know, just the chatty pattiness that goes on in like the entertainment world.
Yeah.
And so you look at people like what's the most recent beef? The Offset.
Yeah, and
Nicki Minaj husband.
Yeah, her husband.
Something like that.
It's just the entertainment world and the entertainment beef is sprinkled down to the local level.
And the blogs be getting it out there so fast, man. Like this is some real news. Yeah. It's some bullshit. It's chatty patty activity, man. And I don't think any of these chatty pattiness or chatty patty it deserves any attention. Type of it don't deserve attention. But of course the tabloid's gonna do it for the hits, you know. But our youth and the younger ones, they look to that as fuel. Do you think that fuel the young boys?
I feel like it fueled them. That the music, everything just is all tied in together and it's sprinkled down to the the local level and the youth and the communities around the world. And when it's sprinkled down, they feeding into it and they thinking it's it's real life, and they just they head forward with it and they put it in their life and feeling like they got to, put it into their everyday, sociability and life, and they doing it. So hey, that must be what it is, you know what I'm saying? So
it's like we in the age of the new cowboys for real.
For sure.
Like I heard a story where a situation happened. A young lady lost her life in this situation. There was a lot of people in the field. And so from people that were actually there, they're saying that the young boys who out there shooting the guns, they shooting like this.
Yeah. Just shooting.
You ain't like, what is going on? And a lot of these young boys done played, I don't know if too many people know about Halo, but Halo and Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto, and these are some fun games. I'm not knocking them, but I think the way that they're playing them all day, every day, man, it's just a new type of drug.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it got the youth misconstrued in the mind, bro.
For sure. And I talk
like you said, along with the music and the stuff that they see in social media, TV, blase.
Yeah, and what's crazy, I talked to one of my old heads, like he say, a lot of these guys, they grow up together. They mama, friends with their mama. They grandma stay next to they uncle or auntie. You know what I'm saying? These boys grew up together and, they played sports together, maybe went to school together. I mean, and then when they get of age, when they get of age, you know, you 18, get some hair in your chest, and
you smelling yourself.
Smelling it for real, and you think you know.
And it's not funny, but
you think you know you can handle it in a grown man situation when in reality that ain't the way to handle it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if they can, you know, like you say with guys like Nate, if they can get, you know, close to him or get close to other guys in the community and just, you know, get some wisdom, bro, get some guidance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you got an issue, you know, it's guys in your community, grown men in your community that you can come to and, you know, talk to about your situation. Maybe, you know, they can help you out and give you some wisdom and some game to, you know, go a different route, bro. Because when you doing that and playing that game, you throwing your life away and you throwing somebody else's life away.
And I know it can be deeper. Like it's not at the surface. It is them, you know, because they're in a position that they know right from wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like kids 5, 6 know right from wrong. You know when you're messing up.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, mind you, of course, a man isn't fully, and that ain't to say that he's just fully cognitive because he is 25, but that's like the true maturation for a man. Like his mind is basically fully developed, you know, 25, 26. So you got these young boys, you know, 18 and 22, you know, with pistols and no emotional intelligence, and it's creating these type of situations. But I'm saying it's deep just in terms of like, what are they coming from? You know, like the parent and who are their guardians?
Yeah.
What their community, you know, what does the community look like? Is it a village?
Yeah.
Because I know when I came up, man, it was a village. So it wasn't just my mom give me, it was my aunties and, you know, sometimes my older cousins, not necessarily like give me, but, you know, like lining you up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's older people in the community that'll line you up.
For sure.
Your grandma gonna get you.
Yeah.
So those are just a lot of people that will hold you accountable, you know, for your actions. And in this age, I think like the grandma will be down for hiding you out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
the grandma's getting younger.
So yeah. So
I feel like too, it's just more of getting them off this and getting them outside necessarily. You know, the new word outside is you lit, you know, you have.
That's the only time you outside.
Yeah, nah.
We was really outside.
Yeah, get outside, get close to, you know, some wisdom, some older cats, and you know, just receive all the knowledge you can at a young age, bro, and get some guidance, bro.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what's missing.
Yeah, that goes over smoothly to the next topic. I wanted to talk about Deion Sanders, and big shouts out to the win. For sure. Last night, bro. This
right now.
Big shouts out to the win this morning.
Yeah.
Bro, do you like, so the game, not trying to get off topic, but the game that Alabama and Texas played was like 84 million views.
Yeah.
Deion was right behind them on that. Who did they play last? Nebraska?
Colorado. Yeah, well, they played Nebraska the week before. They played Colorado State.
So when they played Nebraska, they had like 82 million views.
right behind. Yeah.
So I can only, and I didn't look it up today, and I have to look it up. But so imagine how many views he had last night because nobody else was playing.
Yeah, for sure.
So he had all eyes on him, and I'm studying, looking like everybody that's my friend on Facebook talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to Twitter, so everybody was talking about that game. So, bro, like just on the marketing, Master marketing. Big hats off to the marketing. Sure. I'm looking at that aspect.
Yeah.
The grit is there for the squad too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I do have my feel about, you know, the celebratory actions, you know, just a little bit more taste, you know what I'm saying? I understand the flashiness. I ain't knocking it, you know. I was just tying Deion in, man, because like the essence of helping build up a young man, he's stern on that.
He's that father figure for the boys.
And I think that's what makes it okay to shine on him, the stun on him.
Yeah, because there's somebody you know really care about you.
But I'm saying, like, you can get out there on that field and talk that trash because you really backing it up in real life. You really being a stand-up young man. You really handling your business. You really going to practice.
Going to class. Because he spoke on that too. He said they had the highest GPA since he been there in the past couple of years. Since he been there, he changed the whole culture of the sport.
It ain't just about the sports. You see what I'm saying? And I like how he's utilizing his resources that's available to build the culture that he's building. I think, you know, I don't think he likes the word culture, but that's just a real word.
Yeah.
But what Deion is doing, that's definitely something to gravitate to in terms of like creating programs.
He's showing
men.
He's showing like the even the youth coaches, the high school coaches, the the junior high coaches, like, hey, this is a new generation of men.
Mm-hmm.
This is another way you can lead them and turn them into the right direction.
You can be flashy. You can you can live your life. You know what I'm saying? Do all, and I say that to an extent, but it's like you can be fly.
Yeah.
You can dress nice. You can have a nice whips, but just handle your business.
Yeah.
Just handle your business.
For sure.
And I think the things that you like materially are more subject to come to you when you doing the right things.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what these young boys like. They want to be swinging on them things.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to be fly. You know what I'm saying? You want to have the latest gear. You want to have a nice young lady that you're talking to.
Yeah.
And even in that, it increases your chances of having a nice young lady. You know, sometimes I do think the young ladies, they set the bar for how young men act.
Conduct themselves.
Yeah, so if you got young ladies accepting the young man who showing his, got his pants down and ain't got no type of regular, no ordinance. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about you having the. I learned that this trauma. People be like, well, I'm gonna tell it like it is. I can't. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be 1,000 with it. No.
Yeah.
Sometimes that stuff comes from like trauma. You having to like prove yourself, or I'ma always say it like it is. Yeah. But it's always a time and place for everything. It's just the principle.
Yeah.
It's just the principle.
For sure. On them principles though, this week we had well, it ain't necessarily principles. It's more so preferences. You know what I'm saying? We had, this week, Tyler Perry, he went viral, for, basically speaking on preferences, like you said with the young ladies, like you say how men conduct themselves according to what they want and stuff. But how you feel about, people dating and their preferences and, or like saying, oh, I want a man or I want a woman that's this and that's making a 100K, or a woman that's, always have a makeup done and with a fat ass and, showing her body and hair always done, you know what I'm saying? How you feel about, people having preferences? Like, cause some people against that. Some people say, that's not, what's the word I'm looking for? Like
a fair?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be making 100,000.
Yeah. How you feel about that?
I think it's to each his own.
Yeah.
And, in your preference, you just have to be comfortable in your decision.
Yeah.
You got to be comfortable with yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
And you can't allow outside forces to sway the way that you, or dictate what you want in your life.
Person,
because a lot of times people it can be family, friends, and they trying to sway you on what they think you should be doing. And then play you out your position when this may have been a good person for you. And
it's just finding that love, bro. Getting back, I feel like with the social media and with the TV and stuff, getting back to that real love and what, loving yourself first and then finding that real love in another person, you know what I'm saying? And, once you find that and find somebody that really genuinely loves you unconditionally, also, I mean, fuck with how much money they got or what car they drive or where they live. Or
it's like how we build it.
Yeah.
Or can we build something together?
Yeah.
And I think I said something to that extent. I think it was this past week, and it was just like it's not that you lack love; it's just you're not loving yourself.
Yeah,
your significant other, your spouse, whomever, they can love you all.
Yeah,
all day. They can love you with all their heart. With all this love, they can give you all the love. But if you don't love yourself, you won't even receive it.
Yeah, that's like what's the Kanye song? He's saying, "I always find something wrong."
Always find something wrong.
What's the name of that song? Runaway. I think it's Runaway.
What line was that? I already know what you're talking about.
But yeah, it's like with that though, with him saying he always finds something wrong. That's you within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Finding something wrong with
another person.
And it's a reflection on you. Yeah. That's like the perfect song for that. You know what I'm saying? So
and that's been my journey though. Like in these times, it's like it's so easy to come out and be like, well, all right, what is it with me?
What is?
I'm gonna check myself first.
Maybe self-reflecting.
Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me before I point a finger.
Yeah.
Let me check myself, and then you will think about it.
Yeah.
It is me.
It is me. Yeah, because I go through it, with my kids' mom, something will just trigger me. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be like, well, why does that bother you so much? I mean, maybe that's her character. Okay, if you love her, you got to accept, that to a certain extent. But maybe it's also you. Like, why is that triggering you so much? You know what I'm saying? You need to look within yourself and say, well, damn, if that's bothering you so much, why is it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why is that?
Where is that coming from?
Where is that coming from? So, like you said, it's that self-love, getting back to figuring out and being comfortable with you. You know what I'm saying?
You got to be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that's hard for some people to stare at that person in the mirror and then begin to critique honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, hey, bro, your attitude is horrible. Like, hey, bro, you don't know how to communicate. Hey, bro, like you in your emotions too much. For sure. You know what I'm saying? So you have to really take into consideration your end of the your end of the deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your contribution?
What you feel about like what's going on in the state? We spoke earlier about the lotto and what K.I.V. got going on, and what we could do. Like how people could spend their money more efficiently and more in a more reasonable way
to make it a real investment.
Yeah,
make it a real investment. Sometimes we struggle with our vices, and I'm being honest. Sometimes I struggle with my vices and I'll indulge. And it's like, you can look at it and you be like, well, dang, I could have did this with that money instead of indulging. You know what I'm saying? And so, like we talked about before, like $20 can go a long way
for sure
at the lotto
when
store.
You break it down.
You can get you about 5 scratch offs.
Yeah.
You can get you some Powerballs, Mega Million, about 2-3 of them, and potentially win.
Yeah, for sure.
Know some people that in the recent times hit, became a million. At least a million. At least a million. Sure. You know what I'm saying? That's more than what you had, even if it was 800,000.
Yeah, you got people that go up to Wind Creek all the time and hit. You know what I'm saying? That's an easy, fill your tank up and ride out.
Now I'm not saying you enjoy
every weekend.
Yeah. Because I seen it, bro. We went. I think it was Wind Creek.
Yeah.
And this is probably my first time really going to, maybe my third time going to a casino.
Yeah.
And so we out there in the parking lot. Man, it's like 10:30. It's late, but it's lit because it's a lot of people there. But I'm seeing people come up and they rolling in their wheelchairs. Lady still got her night thing. Bonnet. She got the bonnet on.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, so they for real. They finna go ahead and try to get some bill money or something like that. And that ain't judging them. But I'm just saying, like, people play it like that too.
Sure.
They taking that chance. So, I mean, to each his own, and I think
just making
too much of anything can take you out.
Yeah, for sure. Just making wise investments.
Making wise investments. And then in this time, in this day and age, we need to make better investments. We was out, me and my family, we was out getting some groceries the other day. And mind you, we gonna get some groceries.
Yeah.
And so we lit, our car lit. You know what I'm saying? So we get to the register. And so a lady looked back and she like, oh my God, I don't know how y'all do it with a whole family. And don't be trying to put that in. Don't put that, don't try to put that energy on that. Like get back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't be counting our pockets.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I should have been really on my game because the thing is, like, hey, bro, you knocking, you receive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, asking and or seeking, you'll find. Asking it to be given to you. That sort of thing. But life don't just happen to you, bro. You got to make it happen. And sometimes people live in that state. You know what I'm saying? And this an older lady, so she don't live life. You know what I'm saying? But you could tell her mindset was like in a scarcity place. Like, oh my God, how do you do it?
Yeah.
Well, how do you do it?
How you been making? Yeah.
How you know what I'm saying? So you got to go out, make it happen. You got to build up. You got to continuously get better, continuously invest. This is nothing new. This is nothing new under the sun.
Like, it's just about how you spending it and what you spending it on too.
Yeah.
Like you say, I got a shopping cart full of groceries, but hey, I ain't going to the weed man to the liquor store. You know, that money that I can
ain't going gambling.
Yeah. That's why these groceries in the store.
I ain't hoarding on no crazy stuff that I just don't need. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just drugs.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can be food in itself in a way.
You could be buying too much food.
Yeah, you just indulge all the junk food. This stuff ain't good for you.
Yeah, it's not a meal. But you're just snacking all damn day.
You know what I'm saying? So the indulgences come in so many ways, man.
Sure.
And like I say, I think everybody has their vice. And then, you know, just because I don't do what you do and I think what you do might be worse than mine, it's at the end of the day, it's all the same.
Yeah.
You know, you just choose to indulge different. You know what I'm saying?
How you feel about, I'm going off topic too. I just want to ask you this question since we're talking about groceries and all this.
Yeah.
How you feel about, you know, like reparations? Like black people getting reparations? Because I feel like a part of me, I got two outlooks on reparations. Because my main outlook on it should be, you know, I feel like black people they shouldn't cut us no check. Don't give us no money, straight up. Don't give us no check.
Not right now. It's hot. The block is hot right now.
Not now. Not tomorrow. Not 10 years.
Yeah,
don't give us no money. Just I feel like reparations should have been like land, like taxes
I can
off
see
land.
that. Yeah.
You know, interest rates off land or buying a house. Like say
give them the first house.
Yeah. Not even free. Just take half
off, discount.
Off the interest rate of the house. If it's 6%, give it to them for 3% off your first house. Or like, and then another part of me feel like the reparations should be like, I feel like that's what they feel like it is. You know, that the welfare, the government assistance. Like, nigga, that's our reparations. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, I can tell you a story, man. You know, I ain't gonna say I was blessed. I ain't gonna put it like that.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to rub nobody the wrong way. I ain't gonna even say fortunate, but my folks, like I didn't know what a food stamp card even looked like, what it was, or none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, when I got with my old lady, you know, we had our first child. You know, we ain't married. You know, we you know we trying to figure it out. So you know, she had her means of, you know. And man, you know, I felt like I was stealing, man, the first time I used a food. Man, the first time, you know, I went in the store and used a food stamp card. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was stealing, man. For real. I'm like, she's like, just go in there and you can swipe it. You know, this is what? And then I done went to Publix. So you know what? I feel like they use a food stamp card in Publix, nigga. That's all the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think you could use it in that. She's like,
I'm finna get the $10 bread.
You can use it in Publix. Yeah, they take. So I'm in there, man. I done got all the good stuff, man. I'm looking around as I'm swiping the card. I'm like,
who finna drink some Nestle water?
Is this transaction?
Where's the volcano? I want the volcano
water.
Is
this transaction finna go through? So I'm swiping the card. Hey, I'm walking out the store, like you say, cart full of groceries. I'm like, well, shit, at the same time, like, you know, everybody, you know, say reparations. I feel like that's a part of it to me, but you can't say it is because everybody, you know,
everybody got access to that.
Yeah, white, black. So,
and we may not. I don't know the stats. I don't know the numbers on that. But I just know, I do remember at the time there were more Europeans
on it. For
using
sure.
more, had more. They were using the stamps more than the black culture.
It's hard to do them numbers because you know we only make up like what.
But 13? Society will make it look like we the ones that's doing all the poverty type stuff.
Yeah. It's because you know black people like what they say we 13% of the population or whatever. So you know they kind of make if this large group of people in that little 13% is using it.
Not to cut your bill, but I think that number is based off of just the United States. I don't think that they giving us a number based off of the world. Because in the world, it's a lot of melanated people.
Yeah.
Bro, and just to insert this real fast, I'm at a point now where I'm not against like Africa, the motherland. If that's where everything started.
Yeah.
You know, I aspire to visit Africa one day, but I don't think that we were just indigenous to Africa.
Yeah,
like I was born in America.
Yeah,
and I think we talked about this, but I do think I may be a product of the the slaves.
Yeah. Oh, 9 times out of 10, you are. Though.
I think my mother's her heritage, like the heritage of that family, of my mom's family, would be starting like in the Carolinas, like the Govan plantation, or something like that.
You definitely was.
But I think my people didn't come from Africa. Maybe in some sort they did, but then again,
you got over here. But yeah.
But then again, we never, like, you never know, because our history was destroyed, and so that just goes into the reparations argument, and it's like, I don't even think they could afford what they owe us.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and this isn't against every European, but till this day, there are people who are still alive and who are in political power that were a part of segregation and a part of the Jim Crowism and all this type of stuff, and they still in power.
Yeah.
So if these people still have power, imagine what they're manipulating, imagine what they're doing. Hint school system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just weird. It's real weird when I look at like how that game is played.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, I can't testify to Africa and they coming on boats, but I can testify that my aunts, some of my uncles experienced just segregation.
Yeah.
The bus it's cold. The bus passing by my aunts. Yeah. They walking to school. Mm-hmm. It's raining. It's freezing cold, and they passing by some kids.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and they are attempting to judge you based off of your color. I do think it's a game that's sold, because at the end of the day, again, it's Europeans or, white people who are just as poverty stricken as black people.
Yeah, for sure.
So
especially in Alabama, we one of the poorest states. So you really see
you will learn that ghettoism really is a term from Europe. That's a European feat. Like, so when a person acting ghetto, or like Ebonics, the way that black people talk, the hillbillies was talking like that first. They was ghetto first.
Yeah.
So we pick a lot. Most of the things that we have or picked up, our culture, it stems from them.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we don't have our own. Mm-hmm. We just so happen to turn
what we
bullshit into soul food.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we took scraps and made it soul food. And then they even got hated on the scrap. Like how did they do that?
Yeah.
So I think that's like just a deep conversation, man. Yeah, because it's like, it's so much stuff that needs to be unveiled. Because I think the veil is still over a lot of people's eyes. You know, from church to school to parenting to relationships.
For sure.
How we conduct ourselves a lot of times come from what they putting out there, what they projecting on the TV, what we seeing on social media.
I know in California, a couple months ago, they was talking about, they was big on giving, all the black residents of California, like, I think it was like close to 100,000.
I seen it. I'm
like, bro, it sound good, but that's the last thing we need. For one, it's going to shoot up the inflation. Like, the cost of everything going to go up. So they can't just give you that money and not make everything, the dollar, that's on that money, everything around it go up.
Right.
So I'm saying that's not a smart move. I feel like the smartest move is like, land.
Some assets,
Some assets, access to land,
Like you said, I like that. Like, give me a discount on purchasing my first house.
Yeah.
Maybe even a car.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they the interest rates on cars, all that is up.
Or it could be like a stamp card or something like that with, like, when you from the age of 18 or maybe 25, you got this. You got a card,
like
a monthly card, food voucher, something to start you off to get you ahead. You know what I'm saying? Just we just need a little push. We don't need no money.
Because the society that is deemed the reigning society, they only got the materialistic wealth because off the backs of us, the slaves.
For sure.
So it ain't like they just. It'd be funny when I see that every time Rick Ross talk about DJ Envy, he be like, he didn't go out there and DJ for Mobb Deep.
Yeah.
He wasn't just grinding like that,
Yeah.
Man, however you get your money is how you get it. He was just saying, he came up off a lawsuit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he just
got it out
was
the mud.
he didn't just. So it ain't like, and I say this about, like a Steve Jobs or like a Bill Gates or like a Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Not taking away from their genius.
Yeah.
But they had
the access,
they had the resources. Bill Gates' dad has been a part of IBM since IBM's manifest type. You know what I'm saying? His family go that deep into technology.
Yeah.
He plugged in.
Yeah, for sure.
So it ain't like he just came out the womb.
Yeah, he woke up and
Yeah, like, bro, these people aren't like, nothing is new under the sun. We can take things that are already here and make something, but it's not like they just pulled Tesla out the sky.
Yeah.
Like, you know
what I'm saying? Already in the works.
It's already here, bro. Like, but we genius them so fast. And then we'll be so quick to be like, well, Jay-Z and Beyonce worship the devil.
Yeah.
Well,
why? Because they black?
Yeah. we do ourselves like that so fast. But we ain't looking at what Elon Musk doing. We ain't looking at what Jeff Bezos, their weird habits.
Yeah.
They do weird stuff too. You know what I'm saying? It's just not in the public eye.
For sure.
So I think that's just a thing of, social media and TV broadcasting. Sure. Like, they want to play them games with us. And that's what we have to get more keen to.
Mm-hmm.
Just on the as we come down to the conclusion, I do want to talk about just like weather prepping and just preparation in general. I forgot what Aunt Katie called it, what they call it, Auntie Katie, Grandma Katie, Kate Ivy. But basically, she's just saying, be prepared in this season. That's a good message.
She took him to church, didn't she?
No, I'm saying, as I said it, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, be prepared in this season. And she's referencing like the hurricanes and stuff. Because we don't know how they're gonna come, where they're gonna turn. We don't know how severe it could be. Yeah. So it's like, just be prepared. So, having your batteries, having your water, having your escape plan, and all the et ceteras that come with, weather preparation. But now that I'm saying that, be prepared for anything. Yeah. So every day you need to be trying to figure out, like, what's the next investment? What's the next build up? How do I get better? How do I communicate better? You know what I'm saying? If you're dealing with a spouse, if you're dealing with your kids, because that's a whole thing in itself. Communicating with your kids. You know what I'm saying? People think that's easy because they kids. No, that is different. It is different.
I see you added a couple more pieces to the wall.
Yeah. Like we told him, man. We had to bring Mr. Face himself, Mr. Scarface.
My old head put me on a couple tracks with him.
He's a legend in the South. I think he's a legend in hip hop.
You ask people they top 5. A lot of big artists, major artists.
They're gonna talk about Scarface. We added Scarface,
the original Scarface.
The original Scarface, Al Pacino.
For sure.
The world is yours. You know what I'm saying? The sky is just a view. It's not a limit. And then we had to put Biggie up there.
That's my all-time.
Yeah, we had to put Biggie.
That's
on the
my
wall.
my GOAT.
And we'll continue to grow the wall. Next time y'all come back, I think the southern floor will be a little bit bigger. We procrastinated on that, but we're gonna get it right. We're gonna keep giving it to you live from the ground up. We're gonna keep giving you the realest, illest, flyest. You can't deny us content. You feel me? But yeah, man, that's the build up, man. That's really my spiel for the day. That's my build for the day. And we appreciate y'all for tapping in. As always, hit that like button. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Drop some comments. Let us know what you want to talk about, or hear us talk about, rather. And yeah, you talk about potentially, could be a feature on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Tap into that, to the messages, to the inbox, and if you want to, you got some things you want to discuss. It's gonna be anonymous, so.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just tap in and we'll discuss it on the southern floor.
For sure. So we appreciate the build up. What you got to give him, Trey B? You got something to give him?
I got to leave him with what I got to leave him with, man. I just got to leave him with, like I always say. Stay positive, Stay positive, stay grounded, stay, 10 toes down, When stuff seems like it's going wrong, it's something going right around the corner, man. So just keep turning it. Keep spinning with the world, bro, and it'll come back around to you. And when it do, just receive your blessing and keep building on it. That's all I got. That's what I got for him.
Oh man. Peace.